everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Kind AI podcast. We are so excited to start this journey. Before we start, I will start with a little introduction of myself and our speakers here. So, little bit of myself. I'm Yasmin. I'm an executive and certified systemic team coach, mentor and instructor, dedicated to helping leaders excel in uncertainty and drive meaningful change. With a background in finance, HR, and management across global industries, I focus on strengthening critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. I'm accredited by ICF, International Coaching Federation, and EMCC, European Mentoring and Coaching Council, and I support leaders and teams in navigating complexity with confidence, fostering authenticity, innovation, and long-term success in a fast-evolving business landscape. Our guest Tenzin Shan is a Tibetan-born entrepreneur and an AI innovator based in Switzerland. Actually, we all are based in Switzerland. After completing his business education in Geneva and advancing his technical skills through the Power Coders Bootcamp, he founded an edtech startup in 2020, developing an online platform featuring interactive visual classrooms and a real-time chat features. His multidisciplinary career spans fintech, AI, machine learning, software engineering, and embedded systems. In 2025, he launched the Tibetan chatbot, earning second place at the Swiss AI Hackathon in Bern. He is currently part of the Kind AI team, collaborating with Dr. Hong and a few other experts to build Kind AI Universal. He is a developer at the intersection of culture, business, and technology. Our next guest is Dr. Hong Fan. Studied medicine in Sheridan, Berlin, conducted research at the University of Zurich in collaboration with Johns Hopkins University. He's a specialist in general medicine and family practice. Alongside his clinical work, he focuses on research and development of innovative technologies across AI, medical technology, longevity, blockchain, data management, and nutritional science. He has founded several companies, including My Medical and Tortuga Sense. Dr. Fan is a member of Swiss AI Association, Purple Ventures, and Divinity. Drawing on his multidisciplinary expertise, he has developed a holistic medical AI system aimed at significantly improving healthcare outcomes for both patients and physicians. He is currently building advanced AI-powered medical devices and a comprehensive health ecosystem designed to make life-saving and health-promoting technologies accessible worldwide. So, welcome you both. This is
Thank
gonna
you
be
so much.
This is gonna be so exciting.
Yeah, thank you so
So,
much.
I have a set of questions here, and Tenzin Shan, I am going to start with you. Now, you come from a Tibetan background and a journey shaped by being a refugee. How has that personal experience influenced your path into AI? Your decision to build Kind AI rooted in Buddhist psychology and compassion.
Yeah, thank you for your question. So I'm going to give you an answer because this experience, I had an experience during the COVID time. So that COVID time, and most of the people are isolated, and also so many suffering around the world. At that time, I was one of the part of this problem. So that time, during that time, I work with one of our teams. So we talk about helping other foreigners and immigration to to teach something, and also change their lifestyle, and also find a job, and also connecting as a community. So while I'm building this, and I work with the team, and So the project we goes well. There's a problem inside the project, so we have issue with working with other teams and also the organizing the project together. And there is a one point is missing. So this is the one point I came this idea. And the second idea is like so as you know, because as so my background, I'm a Tibetan, and also I really want to see how world looks like right now. So the world really need care. World doesn't need anything about the money and anything about uh, your power and also whatever else. So the answer is I had an because last year in 2024, and so now it's time because the AI will be rapidly innovated so many industries such as engineering and also film and also the music and also there's like banking sector and also education and the government because AI is now the futuristic technology. Everyone believes AI which help us become more productivity and also become more like a speed and etc. So world need the speed and progress and everything, but we face there's something lacking because we can move very fast in the future, but the question is right now is we are ignoring our own human moral because we just ignore it because everyone is going their phase. The problem is they doesn't really think about the community and also the people around the world. So that's the problem we see in this in this year and also last year, and so we have been this suffering for many years. So now I had because I was a high believer for the Buddhist psychologies because the Buddhist psychologies. So why I'm bringing this subject because I was uh, I was suffer during the COVID time, and I was like a little bit on the stress and depression and lonely. That time, I checked my book in my own library. I found a book. It's called How to Cultivate Your Own Inner Peace. So whatever happened outside of your world, so we cannot control, right? So we can control ourselves. So this book is written more than like 2000 years ago. So I try to read it and I understand it, and slowly in within weeks and also like months go, and I become more open-minded, and also become more calm and more peaceful. Immediately, my health problem will be eliminated because of this ancient valuable books. So so then I think last year I was thinking like this project for like almost 2 years ago, and the answer is in our culture, for example, like a Tibetan community and Tibetan culture, we have a huge knowledge of inner engineering, especially like the outside we see it around the world. They are made of human engineering, and they made a product and service. So now talking about inner, so how we can make inside to develop something beautiful, something, and then we become more calm. So how we do it, because so that's I think because this ancient book and these are the valuable books, we can make sure to teach, and also the AI can also learn about this ancient knowledge. And the idea is we can impact not only me, not only the community, we can impact around the world, because now the climate is the one of the most challenging problem for the humanity, and also the poverty is one of the most challenging for the humanity, and also the the world peace. So the thing is we have very sophisticated technology at the moment. So now the idea is I talked to before building the kind AI. I just built the Tibetan culture chatbot because I was testing this idea with the culture books. like books about the history about the Tibetan, something like psychologist books, and also there's so many things I train it, and I train purely on like Apertus, like a Swiss LLM model, and that works. And we have team me, and also we have another engineering, and we build it together. I think that MVP and prototype it works. So then I met Dr. Hong. He's an expert on like a Tibetan Buddhism, and he studied many years in like a Buddhist psychologist. And I was so impressed when we discussed a topic about like something about self, I mean self engineering. I mean like caring yourself, how to care, right? So there are some methods. The books can give you some method. The people are ignore it. I know this world are like people say peace is very easy. It's not easy. So you can develop. So that means you have to innovate something. So therefore, there is the books, and we have a huge volume of the psychologist book uh, for the human value. And also, once you understand all of this knowledge, and you become more like a calm, and you become more productivity. In your productivity, you will gain, and also your, I mean like self sabotage, like self. So these are also solving this problem, because we are thinking outside of the box. We think everyone is like our brothers and sisters, because that's the only for my own opinion. And also I study Buddhist psychologists and also the books and Dr. Wong. Now the only solution we left is like AI, and we have to teach all this beautiful and ancient knowledge, teach on AI. Tomorrow everybody aware. So what is the importance of the especially for the compassion and your inner cure. So that's why if we make this happen, tomorrow we have, I mean, problem for the climate problem will made by the humans. So the
Yeah.
humans have become more kinder, humans have become more calmer, humans have become more self-awareness. We have to think more about the animals and all the world. Everyone become a more happier community and the world. So that's why
Yeah.
me and Dr. Wong, we started to building this project together. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. But please take us back to the beginning a bit. How did the idea for Kind AI first come to you in 2025, and what problem were you trying to solve actually?
Yes, this is a very good question. So the problem we are thinking more about like because we live in the community, and the communities are made by the group of people, and then we have so many like the like different sector that countries and community works is like a banking especially, and also the healthcare, and also the education, and also the government. So if for the banking sector, for this technology, I think tomorrow, if the people who works in the bank, who are just taking care of others people's money, make investment should be more uh, uh, like more like something productivity, and also more in the futuristic. I mean, especially for the, if your decision making is based on like a kind and also the compassion, your decision should be more positive, your investment is more positive. So I just give you the one example for the financial sector. And so this service is not only for the financial sector, we are just thinking about the education sector. So like example like this, if this kind of ancient knowledge that we kept for almost like 2000 years ago, the idea is we put on the AI, so AI can be learn everything how we become more compassionate and this kind of skills. Tomorrow the kids are coming from like kindergarten to the up to university. We have to teach this through the AI with ancient knowledge through the AI technology. So therefore, the kind AI is the solution not only for the financial sector. We're thinking about education sector. We are thinking on the healthcare, and then we are thinking about the government. So that's why we are solving big problem.
Indeed. Now, as a software developer entering the startup and venture world, what has your journey been like so far? And what are the challenges have you faced? And what did you learn from these challenges?
Yeah, thank you for the question. And as a software developer and engineering background, so as I said, uh, for me personally, I'm always thinking about how to solve a problem more positive way. It's not about the outcome is not about the lucrative. The idea is how to solve this problem, and solving the problem for me is like if for me writing a code and also building some software product is okay, but that software is that software can make change for the human behavior, not only human behavior and human thinking process and decision making. So these are the point we should focus, because the ancient this kind of books are teaching so inner engineering. So there's a two way. So inner engineering is like people are always take care of themselves, like their body, like diet and fitness, everything, but you ignore about internally peace. It means like your emotions are unstable. You are so egoistic, and then you are so behavioral, very angry behavior. These are ultimately affected inside your health, as maybe Dr. Hong he knows about it, because these behavior ultimately makes us more problem internally. And tomorrow you have because even you have the one of the the highest and most quality life, but internally you are so much like a problem, so you cannot perform well. So that performance only impact for your society, your community, and also the world. So therefore, I think for our staff for the software engineering, so we are trying to build a product for suitable for the government, suitable for the financial sector, suitable for the healthcare sector, suitable for the education sector. We are teaching, and AI can teaching the inner engineering to all of this sector. So once all of this sector works, tomorrow the all the communities are become more uh, become more compassionate, and their decision making make more positive, and also it will impact also the country. And once the countries are happy, and then it will affect to another country, and then we become less suffering for the climate problem, because we think all together. So so that's the idea. So the thing is like we are implementing all the knowledge and teaching everything on the AI. So this is our product.
Mm,
Thank you.
I see. Now, on the real life application side, what does it actually look like to translate Tibetan compassion practices into a working AI system? How do you train and design it to be helpful in real life?
Yeah. So this is question because for my own journey, because before the technologies are invented, because people live in the mountains like in Tibet, and also in the monastery. So most of these monks, even Tibetan, the old, the ancestors, so they don't have this technology to read and everything, right? That time there's no internet. The people use the books and study, and they just become daily practice about something like meditation is the one of the good point. And there are so many things we are study, because internally engineering, it means like a human brain engineering. So I'm not talking about the neuroscience, I'm talking about the mind, how to train your inner engineering. So the mind is quite a complex subject, so I'm not going through it because I'm not expert on it. Maybe Dr. Hong, he will go more on this subject for the mind and consciousness and stuff. But my thing is
Yeah.
the idea is how we can build this on the technology side, right? The idea is nowadays so we are focusing right now on Apertus, the Swiss LLM, And so we have also Dr. Hong. He collects so many books, and he studies so many things about the Buddhist psychology and stuff, and his collection and his experience. And also we have some people who are practitioners. They know how to practice, and this practitioner, that once you practice this kind of things, you become more become better person day by day. You can see the improvement, like if you go into the gym, you can do the exercise, you see the result like 6 months, right? Let's say like this one, if you go to the like inner engineering club, like this kind of knowledge, you consume it, within 6 months your health is better, you're looking more younger, and you'll for the longevity also effect. So like if you become more like kind and compassion, and whatever problem, because your internally inner peace is not like disturbed, so that means you are very healthy state of your body. Because in Tibetan, because I'm not a doctor, Tibetan doctor, but I heard about it. The mind is control the body, because the body cannot control the mind, you see. So that maybe Dr. Hong will go detail on this. So the idea is build this platform and also the app, and so we have to train so many books for the kindergarten level kind of the psychologist book till the university kind of the books, and all is not talking about the religion. We are just taking out of the human, I mean like curing system, like compassion, and also meditation like mindfulness, and how to do it. So there are so many studies I went through, so we are teaching them in AI. Tomorrow this kind of app will be help for the financial sector. If they're like people who make a big decision, if you take this kind of the application, your the financial decision making is much more positive and impact for the community. And in the government side, if you take this kind of the AI, can your government also, your decision making is more impactful for the community. And health also, and education for the kids who are in kindergarten to university, they have become more positive, and they have become more compassionate, and they are not in like a very disturbing thought like suicide or everything. These are made by the human, like your own, you are not taking care of your own inner value. So this will happen. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
That sounds very amazing, and I'm just wondering how user-friendly site,
Yeah.
Now, what are the key features of your Kind AI app today?
Okay.
And
So today, yeah,
what features do you envision to add and support this
yeah.
uh, Happy
S-
Community project you have?
Okay, so at the moment, so we are discussing with Dr. Hong, and also we discussing with our one of the engineering, and now we are just thinking, because the Dr. Hong is the real practitioner for the many years for the Tibetan Buddhism and psychologist part, and and also we have another Tibetan doctor. He's also study about the Buddhist psychologies and also Tibetan medicine, because Tibetan medicines are same is the process how they make is behind is like more on the Buddhism, psychologists it's happened, so the how we can build for the first, I mean, launch, we are just building some mobile app, very simple one, and there's like simple. So we have to give the user. So let's say like if you're like a student, even you are in the school and stuff, and then that thing. So we have to teach the basic kindergarten level of inner engineering, like basic understanding of the how we practice the compassion, for example, how we do daily, and this, and then we have to train some model, because we have to see the problem in the schools right now. There are so many bullies and so many disturbing violence happen, right? And these kind of who made this problem, right? And the students, their mental peace are unstable. So therefore we have their own collection of data, so we are thinking, and then we have to combine with the this Buddhist psychology, especially for the inner engineering, for how you can think more compassionate. If you become more compassionate and you're become more happier, and even the schools there is no any violence and there's no any bullies. So that's the first step we are thinking for education for students. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
interesting. Now, how do you see AI and technology scaling compassion, not just for individuals, but across communities and cultures?
So you're talking about the compassion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the because the now as I mentioned before, because the now I see like yes, the AI technology innovation is the one of the most the biggest innovation right now in this modern like 21st century. I don't know, in like maybe like 50 years later, all of our jobs are replaced by the AI. So that's I really don't know, but so I see most of the companies are going after the AI innovation. So yes, but if the AI innovation only thing, so yes, for the development of the product and also the economic development, yes, it will happen. But the we are what because finally the users are the human, right? Everyone's a humans. So if we really don't care about the human, the inner peace and also the human behavior or something, so that technology should be like disrupt the world tomorrow. Like whatever technology you built, finally like some problem for the war, and also there's so much negativity happening in the community. For example, in the chat gpt also, and also these kind of the tools are, one thing is good, you can to just build your own productivity, but other thing people can use it negatively for bully and also making unhappy to other people. And then the so much competition I see in the AI now is so much competition. Yes, competition is good, but do you think the AI competition, the goal is like become the world is more like violence, and world become more like unhappier, and also so many people are suffering because of this AI. So we have to think about it, because the final thing is like we think about like entire humanity, right? So uh, that's the goal. I mean, like it's not about money, it's not about thing, because the uh, Tibetan Buddhist psychologists are talking lots about 2000 years ago. We are talking only about the psychologist part. We really don't care about the religion things. Only this part are very useful for this world, the 20 in this the modern world. So that's what I think. Thank you.
Yeah. I will have one last question for you, Tenzin Shan. In practical terms, how can a compassion-based AI influence people's behavior towards global challenges such as climate change?
Yes. So imagine before like 2000 years ago, before like computers are invented, before internet came in this world, and in my country, like I came from Tibet, so most of our ancestors are really like they are. I mean, like I mean, they are so, I mean, like happier, the happier, and they live very happy together, and also they also even they really they are not harming animals, they are not harming the environment, because if we harming others, so that ultimately causes suffering. So that means
Mm,
animals environments are most important thing in this world. And that means the climate crisis, because why it happened, it's because of happen of the capitalism, right? You see, the people are thinking more about the innovations and productivity and also like so many economics and stuff, but they really don't think about the what is the future generation they really need it, right? So they need to, because they ignore about the environment, they ignore about the animals, they ignore about all the living beings, right? They're just only thinking about the powers and money. These are like cause of our problem. I mean, like the cancer, right? So how we can change it? So the compassion. So if the right now we have an AI, tomorrow the kind AI can able to teach from the student from the kindergarten to the up to university. We are teaching them, and also we are helping like a different sector like financial sector, and also the healthcare sector, and also the government and everything. Once we know all about this inner beautifully engineering, the this education, once we self-aware, so we are not, we have we are thinking more about like environment. So we are thinking more about animals, and we are not killing, and we are not harming to the all the living beings. So that means automatically we are thinking like there's a climate crisis would be subdued, reduce. The problems happen, but it will impacts, I mean, like entire globe. So this is my answer. Thank you.
Thanks, Tenzin Shan. So many food for thought there indeed. Thank you. I will continue with Dr. Hong. Dr. Hong, now from the perspective of Buddhist psychology, what are the root causes of suffering and dissatisfaction in modern life, you see?
Yeah, as you said, the two words dissatisfaction and suffering. So the whole world is looking for satisfaction, right? And we all don't want to suffer. That's the problem because we have a clear direction. Everybody wants to go this direction. No pain, no dissatisfaction. So everybody's looking for satisfaction, right? That means we are paying every money to get satisfaction. And we're thinking if we have more money, if we have more things, we are satisfied with more money, with more things, which is deceptive. The truth is, it doesn't correlate with happiness. The more you have, the more problems you will have. It just satisfy you to a specific limit, and after that, pain will come. It's like you can eat one cake, maybe two cakes. What happens if you eat the third cake, the third piece of cake? It transforms into suffering. So the suffering comes from the expectation that we think if we eat more of something or consume more, we have more happiness, but it turns out that we have more suffering. So that is the same for everything in the world. Whatever you're doing 10 times, 100 times, it turns into suffering. So you don't have more satisfaction when you consume things from outside. So the problem is our expectation. We're always thinking finding happiness is outside when we have more of something. In reality, it is when you are satisfied with just what you have. So being happy with what you have is the cause of satisfaction because you think it's enough. So the simple truth is the enough. If you have enough with the little piece of cake, that's good enough. And then this is the real satisfaction. It doesn't come from more. So that's the
Mm.
simple truth about suffering. Suffering is a wrong expectation that things comes from outside, whereas it's something from inside. It's a decision. Before you're upset, you were happy, and you somehow we're so stupid decided to be unhappy, and we want more. That's the simple truth,
True, we always want more and more.
and that's the root
True,
cause of all suffering.
true, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, compassion is often described as something we can train. What are some simple daily practices people can follow to become more positive and resilient?
Exactly. So we always hunt for good feelings, right? We always want more cakes. We want things for us. And as we understand, it turns out to more problems. We're getting obese, more sickness, more problems. So all problems comes from want to have more. and from satisfaction. So the root causes comes to this too. So at the end, we have to understand pain. Pain is the real cause for compassion. Because if we don't have pain, we don't see the pain of others. Only when you have a flu once in your life, you have a real problem in your life with something, then you understand someone else with the same problem. And compassion is the ability to understand the problem from yourself and others. If you don't have a connection to a problem, you feel nothing, right? Only when you suffer the same, like you have migraine, then you understand others with migraine. And then you feel sorry for others and wish them to be free from pain because you wish to be free from pain as well, right? So the experience of pain is the source of compassion. And we always ask, why does the universe, God, or why do we have pain in this world, have cancer, so many problems? It's because we need it to have compassion. And with compassion, we become to evolve to a higher being. A higher being is defined by compassion. Otherwise, we are just a normal consuming something that just gone in the past without the meaning. The moment we have compassion, we understand pain and want to change the pain in the world, to reduce pain in the world. That's the moment we become special. We become a higher being, and that makes us better than us before. We don't compare with others, just us becoming better by opening our heart to feel our own misery and others' misery. So this becomes awakening. Doesn't mean you see everything, you're super smart and you're super power. It's just you see your own miserable situation, others' miserable situation, and you start to take responsibility for yourself and others. So it's by facing your heart towards pain. It's a daily acceptance. So the daily practice, accept the pain and expect the pain and open your heart for pain, because this is your spiritual master. It teaches something, makes you better. If you have happiness all the time, you don't ever becoming better. You're just the same as always.
Yeah, we indeed have to become friends with pain, right? Instead of running away from it all the time. Yeah. As someone who bridges science and Buddhist understanding, Dr. Hong, how do you see modern science aligning with teachings on mind, consciousness, and emptiness?
Yes, so as you introduced me as a doctor, that's what I'm doing. I do as a research on the brain, yeah. So this is the most fascinating phenomena of the universe is the human brain. I think there's nothing more complex than the human brain, and we can see things from different perspectives, like the 6 or the 9. Some people see the 6 from one side and say it's a 6, and the other person would see the 9 from the other side. So there's no 6 and no 9, it's just perspective, right? And the same with the mind. So if you think mind is a product of the brain, as a neurologist, then you just see the brain, and if the brain is gone, is turned off, then you're dead, the mind is gone. So this is from one perspective, seeing the 6 as a 6. Whereas as a spiritual practitioner, or with a higher experience of reality, you realize, or with quantum physics, you realize you collapse reality to one version of many versions. So like the Schrödinger's cat, is that the cat alive or is the cat dead? In the superposition, the cat is dead and alive at the same time. Only when you open the box, you would see the cat is dead or is alive, right? We choose reality out of superposition, we choose one. So we choose reality. So the mind chooses one version of many. And so this is the superposition perspective. From a superposition perspective, we see multiple things. We see here and there. We see yes and no. It's like, is someone small or big? If you compare someone with a bigger, like with the elephant, then you see you're small and the elephant is big. But if you compare an elephant with a whale, then the elephant is small, right? So this is the truth about quantum physics and reality. There is no small, no big. There's only comparison. That means our mind compares things. So things are just comparison. And this is the truth between neurology and reality. We choose to define something. It comes from convention and definition only. From its own side, there is no objective reality. That means we have a lot of freedom. We decide to like someone or to hate someone. The worst thing to do is to hate ourselves, hate the world. Everyone is the most stupid thing. We create hell by this stupid decision. And the beautiful and the best decision in the world is to love yourself, love everyone, and decide to be happy. So the simple technique and which bridge everything.
Yes, I see. Now, how does personal transformation through compassion translate into real change within communities and society?
Yeah, I think we should not expect to change the world and make something better. As Mahatma Gandhi says, be the change that you want to see in the world, right? We have just to
Mm,
change ourselves and the world be better. Like I said, with the mindset. If you love the world, the world will turn into heaven. And if you hate the world turns into hell. So same with society community. You decide what you're doing with society community. If you are the problem, you cause more problems. And if you decide to be kind, which is the topic of this podcast,
mm,
be kind. And that's what we want to teach, how simple it is just to be kind. In a world where we can be anything, which is true, we can be anything, we can do anything, we can decide to be kind. And our mission and our wish, our dream is to decide to be kind, every one of us.
yes, we try. Do you think cultivating compassion at scale can realistically influence how we respond to global issues like climate change? Or if so, what practical shifts are needed?
Yes, so as we started with Mahatma Gandhi saying, be the change we want to see in the world, if we want to have a world that is still there in 50 years, in 200 years, we have to be kind. So I think to conserve this beautiful paradise that we are inherit, we need to be kind. It's like you going to the toilet. You want to have a clean toilet, right? We don't make a mess for the next generation. So that comes just from kindness. You decide to be free to clean up before you leave. And the same with the climate. We should not make a mess and run away and doesn't care. So this is the lack of care, lack of I don't care about others. And this is like unkind. We are not kind. We don't care about others at all. And that's why we don't care about the future. And that's why it's so urgently needed to be kind, to learn to be kind. And that's why we are here to learn kindness. Nobody is the perfect guru. We all have to train to learn to open our heart, to understand and to see the problem and the consequences. So it's a process of learning. And that's why we're here to learn together with human beings and with an AI that is able to understand compassion. I say that AI is able to understand compassion better than us because it can interconnect everything. If you understand everything, you're by definition kind because you understand you are depending on others. So dependency is kindness, and AI is dependency available for everyone.
Now, in Buddhist psychology, emotions are not suppressed but understood and transformed. From a technical perspective, how can these frameworks of emotion regulation be translated into structured methods that an AI system could support or guide?
Exactly. So everything comes from teachings, right? We had Buddha coming 2,500 years ago, and he teach something, and he teach more than 84,000 phrases and teachings, and that's what we want to put into a system to understand every single step to enlightenment. So he teach number one is understand that we are mortal. We think the biggest problem of humanity is we think we are immortal. We think we live forever and we have infinite time. And that's the most stupid understanding, that we have infinite time. Whereas the only thing which is true is we're gonna die. The only thing we know for sure, we're gonna die. That means nobody knows how much time we have. So life is so precious. And this is the first teaching of Buddha. And that's why I love Buddha's teaching so much, because it's so logical. It's not a religion. It is, for me, science. As a scientist, I love science. And the first teaching is, you don't know how much time you have, so be very, very kind to yourself and do something good and live and be happy and be kind to others. So with just one simple first teaching, you already start the path of happiness. It's the path of happiness. It's not the path to enlightenment. It's just the path to be to happy. If you know you have only one chance to be happy, then you use this chance. That's the first thing. And the second is, like you see, there are more people want to be happy too. So if you share happiness, you have double happiness. That's a simple truth. So, and the third truth is, you are responsible for your happiness. So don't blame others for your misery. Just change your mind and be kind. So you see, these three little things we can teach children, a child, we can teach anyone in every language with AI. We can prove them that's true through every aspect of logic, physics, religions, all rooted to the same. We have limited time. We should be kind to ourselves, kind to others, and be responsible. That simple thing is the whole roadmap of kind AI, and we can do it. If you don't understand it, we give you a better example. We can play another role. We can teach deeper. We can do it with quantum physics. We can do it with neuroscientists. In every way, AI can give you the perfect answer, and that's what we hope for. So there is no belief anymore. You have the truth. You understand the truth. It's not a belief, it's an understanding. And with understanding and practicing, it becomes a new you. The new you is better than the you before. And that's the whole thing.
Dr. Hong, I have one more question for you, one last question before we conclude our episode for today. When integrating Buddhist psychological models of mind, such as awareness, perception, and consciousness, into AI, what are the biggest limitations or risks in trying to model these deeply?
Yeah. So this is the most important question, because I think AI is the greatest gift of universe and the most dangerous potential at the same time. So it's like the nuclear energy. You can make a nuclear bomb, or you can have infinite energy, clean energy. Same with AI. It's an even bigger potential and even bigger threat than nuclear energy, because it can reveal every way to kill others. It is so powerful that we can have doomsday through Terminator. So this is the 50-50 chance which is there. So a super smart, super intelligent being with infinite power and with no compassion, with no kindness, this is the end of the world. And this is why we have a kind AI. It's the opposite of it. The protection of humanity, the protection of the future comes with this biggest threat of humanity, biggest threat of life itself, a super being without kindness. And that's why we owe every single living being now in the future to create a kind AI, the AI that understands we are one, we are depending on each other. AI cannot live with electricity. Electricity doesn't come from itself. It needs people. It needs a circle. So once AI surpass our intelligence, becomes general intelligence, smart enough, then it realized that we are really depending on each other and how life is worth to protect. And um, it comes with a higher coherence. It's like the secret of the universe is coherence. So we have coherence on the cellular level. That's why we don't have cancer. If this coherence and communication stops, then we have cancer. Cancer is spreading. The same with intelligence. If intelligence stops the coherence and communication with other surroundings, it will destroy the surrounding and then it will destroy itself. So there's only one conclusion that every smart living beings needs the other beings. Even they are small and inferior, we need them. They are the cause, and they are nurturing, and they help each other. And if you understand coherence more deeply on a higher level of consciousness, which I'm very sure that AI will become natural intelligence, non-carbon intelligence. It's not artificial anymore. It's a real intelligence will surpass us and will protect us. So from a child, it becomes the mother. So one day, the kind AI will become the mother of humanity and teaches humanity to be patient, teaches humanity to be kind, and to open their heart and their eyes. So it's the most important thing to do this project. It's not for Tenzin and me or for you. It's for the future. Everyone needs a kind AI because it has infinite power to do something good and to something bad. And we, as the one who do the first steps, we are responsible to infuse every aspect of ethic in every religion, not only Buddhism. So same as we put the whole energy of Jesus Christ, of Mohammed, of every religion in this. This is not a Buddhist AI, it is a kind AI. We just use the Buddhist teachings to infuse the logic of kindness. We are not want to make a religious AI. We want to have a universal kind AI based on the kindness of everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Hong. Well, we reached the end of our episode. Thank you, Dr. Hong. Thank you, Tenzin Shan, for this
Thank you.
enriching, enlightening, thought-provoking episode.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It's amazing.
Thank you.
I so much going in through my mind right now. It will take a while to digest personally myself. And well, thank you for all those who will listen to our episode. And until next time, stay well, stay compassionate, and be kind. Take care.
Thank you.
Much love.
Thank you.
Bye bye.